Hey, guess what? We're live.
Come on and listen to Jess. She's got her show, it's the best. Come on and listen to Jess because the show is the best.
One jazz hand.
Hey, it's Jess The Ska Kid and the Knights of the Round Table.
Give points.
Beer guy.
This week he's here.
I'm here.
Sleeping Beauty awoke and graced us with her presence.
Fuck off.
So, hello and welcome. If you are just tuning in and you have paid attention to this show, kudos to you. You know what this is all about. For all of you new human beings who have recently liked the page and are following along, hi, I'm Jess, and
Hi.
this is my crew, and we host an underground music show that is non-genre specific. So, as somebody recently shared our stuff and said, don't let the name fool you, I'm the Ska Kid, but our show is not just designed specifically to promote ska as a platform. We're here to promote all underground music. And so through this show, 3 days a week, we offer underground music programming. Tonight is a sneak peek of what's going to happen later on in the week. Thursday night is typically our performer, etc. But this year we've kind of changed it up and we've started to interview other people who host radio shows because we're all about the connection and the community. And so we're going to talk about other shows on this show as well to help do that cross-promotion thing. Friday night is always new music and upcoming events and birthdays, etc. We occasionally do a one-off, or on a weekend we will host a matinee show for touring bands. We accommodate with phone interviews, and so if you've not yet checked out who and what we are, I fully encourage you to go subscribe. Smash that subscribe button, hit the bell! YouTube, Jess The Ska Kid. It is super easy. You will never be able to forget who we are. Jess The Ska Kid is how you can find us on all platforms. Calm down, boys. And as we've continued to go through this show, we have noticed that more and more of you human beings are using distributors. Well, this is going to start to make our life significantly difficult because what is happening is when you use a distributor, they themselves have then taken your publishing and copyright laws. So, if you send me something and you're like, play our band, and I start playing it and it pops up that it's gonna mute it, it's because that distributor you used says, oh hell no, you ain't got the rights to play it. Even though you, the human who sent it to the distributor, also sent it to me to play. So, full disclaimer.
I see you going like this.
The views and opinions expressed on the show are solely those of us and the crew and reflect nothing else except our own opinion. So if you don't like it, fuck off. Number 2, the music that we are going to play is submitted by you, the people, for the people, and I'm going to continue to encourage you to not use distributors, but to use other mediums such as myself and other people who do these types of things to help promote your music and to encourage, to educate you on how to maintain your rights and royalties to all of your own art. So the music that we play here has been submitted by the actual artists who have created said art, and we are helping with that promotion. If for some reason we continue to get blocked, banned, and shut down, we'll just figure out a new way to do this. So, thank you for your continued support, and going on into this new year, we seem to be getting more and more booked, so if you're paying attention now and you're like, what the fuck is this thing? If you're going on tour and you want to stop by and have free promotion of your band, shoot us a message. Shoot the Jess The Ska page on Facebook a message, okay? I've gotten inundated today with lots of messages. I'm sending you all there. I don't mean to sound terse in my response, but I like to have everything in one specific spot so that I'm more easily able to navigate and book things for you all. Thursday night shows are always done from 8 to 10 Central Standard Time. That means if you are on the left coast, that's 6 to 8. If you are on the East Coast, that is 9 to 11. See, boogers. Swallow, bitch, swallow. Anyways, Tonight we have The Royal Blue. We're gonna give a little sneak peek and shout out too, because on Saturday we are hosting a special matinee show. They are from Appleton, Wisconsin. They are formerly the band known as The Mess, and if you have not checked them out before, I strongly encourage you to do so. There is a Facebook group. The Mess were a band in the 80s that was recorded, produced, mastered, etc. By the people who went on to do such bands as Nirvana and Garbage. They got fairly large and then ended up, after a short few years of playing out, disbanding. But now they've reformed in with half their members as the Royal Blue, and they're located here in Appleton. They now play, it's 70s punk, garage, surf rock is how they've tagged themselves. So, shall we listen? Kif picked this one this evening. This is off of Big Bad Cake, and the song is called Rip It Up. Here on Jess The Ska Kid and crew. Okay. The Royal Blue off of Big Bad Cake, Rip It Up. They will be here Saturday afternoon. I believe it's 2 to 4. But guess what? All of our events are posted on Facebook. And they're also justtheskakid.com. And everybody who's like, flip your camera. Hey, another, and you should know, we do everything off of our phone. Haha. So, when it's a phone interview, I take my phone, I plug it into our stereo, ta-da! We're recording with it facing us so that we can see who's watching and paying attention, and also to monitor if for some reason we get a notification, it comes right across the screen. Someone has claimed that you are violating copyright. Blah! So make sure that if you're sending us music, you know who the distributor is. If it's like Sony and other big sorts of things, we won't be able to play it. Anyways, we're going to continue to try to do this show. Today we posted upcoming and available dates. That is now available. We were inundated with requests from all over the place. I haven't responded yet because A, there's a lot of you, B, I was at work, C, I have family, and we do this tonight. So after this, we're gonna sit down and start scrolling from first to most or last received.
First come, first serve.
First come, first serve. So everybody was commenting and doing that thing, message a page, you get knife hands. So we're happy you're here. Thanks for coming to this wonderful, twisted, demented family that we have. It's like the island of misfit toys. Hey.
It's like a house of other mothers. Buttons for eyes.
That's true. Someone did call us that, huh? You never leave here empty-headed. Also, other fun things to know if you're brand new and have never watched this show. Kip's an artist, and he has his own page called Pointedly Artistic. So if you ever need album art, or you want a band logo, you need a flyer done, you want to have a commemorative piece to give to your sweetie, will you be my Alexa? Then you can message Kip and he'll get on doing some artwork for you. You're breaking and falling apart. Beer Guy here has an informational page where he provides you interesting facts about sorts of breweries, beers, alcohol, common facts, music information, those sorts of things. So you will never leave any of us not knowing something new.
Learn you something.
Learn you something good, we will. And today we're going to learn how good Mike can read, because he's going to read the On This Day in Music History. Oh, look at her.
I can't believe they still thumbs up that shit.
They like it.
It's a travesty.
It is wonderful.
Oh, here. I got one of those.
Oh, cool. Use your own goddamn phone then.
Yeah. I got this.
Oh, no, it's like you don't even need me anymore. The views and opinions expressed here are solely my own.
You're so full of shit.
No, it's the most honest thing you'll ever come across. Regardless if I have to.
Whoa, shit got real. Okay, so speaking of real, all of these things happen on this day in history. January 15th, happy birthday to... Oh, wow. Yeah, just a slap in the face right away. Ivor Novello. Right? Ivor? Yeah. 1893. Not a fucking clue what they wrote. Doesn't say. Captain Beefheart, 1941. Edward Bevines from the Manhattans, 1942. Pete Waterman, 1947. Ronnie Van Zant from Leonard Skinner, 1948. Biff Bayford from the Saxtons, 1951. Martha Davis from the Motels, 1951. Melvin Gale from ELO, 1952. Boris Blank, ELO, 1953. You know what I just thought about on a side note? They should really have, if they're still alive, too, it should be from this date to this date so we could say how they passed or not.
Yes.
That'd be a great idea to put in here for their birth date / dead date. So that way, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be down here in the chart news or event
Gotcha.
news. Yeah, just a side note, copyright. Moving along here, Douglas Elwin Eckerson from Garbage, 1953. Hey, we were just talking about them, were we not? Oh, focus. Now I got triangles. Peter you want to give a go at that one? Trey Wavas from Marilyn?
Marillion?
No fucking clue.
I don't know.
1959.
I'm not sure.
It's not his day to read, it's mine. And I still didn't do it.
No, I'm confused by the words too. So
Damien O'Neill from The Undertones in 1961. Adam Jones from Tool 1965. Elisa Veliz from Lisa Lisa and Cult Jam 1967. And Belinda Chappell from Bardot 1975. Bardot? It's Bardot. Chart news 1966. The Beatles at number 1 in Australia with We Can Work It Out / Day Tripper. So I would assume that was a two-side. Yeah,
EP?
There you go, an EP.
a single.
1972, Dom McLean at number 1 in the U.S. singles charts with American Pie.
Oh.
Bye
Nice.
bye. 1977, ABBA at number 1. What was that?
I said yikes.
Oh yeah. I thought you had a ruse for us.
They didn't.
1977, the Eagles at number 1 on the U.S. album charts with Hotel California, my least favorite song in the entire world.
Wretch.
Yep, agreed. Yeah.
Is it just getting better as we go down the line here? Keep reading, Mike.
1977, Leo Sayer at number 1 on the U.S. singles charts with You Make Me Feel Like Dancing. 1983, Men at Work on the number 1 U.S. singles charts with Down Under.
Vegemite sandwich.
And that's where we come from. Oh, fuck. 1983, Phil fucking Collins at number 1 on the UK charts with You Can't Hurry Love. 1994, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince
Oh,
at number
damn.
1 in Australia with Boom Shake the Room. In Australia.
That's pretty good.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird demographic to hit, but I think that serves a good point here. Because we're not just ska music and we hit all the demographics, it's very interesting to see who makes it more popular around here than other bands when they come through. Because sometimes we see them and we're like, oh, these guys are going to be huge. And then these other bands come through and we're like, man, I don't know if this is going to work. And those I don't knows always end up being more of a,
Boom.
yeah, shake the room.
Oh, high five. Oh, that works so good.
All right, moving along. Oh, for fuck's
Your sister
sakes.
talking to us in emojis.
Is it Mimi?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad she feels better. Sorry I couldn't come out Saturday night.
You should send us pictures from Halloween, bitch. Just saying.
2006, moving along. James Blunt at number 1 on the UK album charts with Back to Bedlam. No fucking idea what that means. 2011, Rihanna.
It's crazy.
For real?
Yeah, Bedlam.
Oh, there's one of those little things there. Gotcha. 2011, Rihanna featuring Drake at number 1 on the UK singles charts with What's My Name? I mean, if they don't know that, how are they making this money? Gig News 1964, the Beatles performed at the Cinema Cairo Versailles in France. 1967, Donovan appeared at the Royal Albert Hall in London. 1970, Led Zeppelin played at Newcastle City Hall. 1982, The Police played at Boston Garden, Boston, Massachusetts, supported by the Go-Go's.
Ooh.
Music news, 1994, Harry Nilsson died, and in 2018, Dolores O'Riordan died from the Cranberries.
What?
Wait, they worded that backwards. From the Cranberries died.
The lead singer.
Yeah.
That
Yep.
girl died?
Yeah.
When?
Last year.
2018.
It's been a year already?
Well, I mean, as of
Today.
15 days ago.
Wow.
It's
That's
been
nuts.
a year.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
I just gotta close my eyes now.
So,
I can't see this going any further.
Thursday night, we have Tazzy, who does a radio show called Ska Parade, which you can check out on Dirty Radio. we're going to be interviewing him to talk about who he is, what he is, how long he's been doing this. 30 plus years he's
30.
been doing ska radio. And so we're going to pump his show, talk about his ventures, what he does, how he got into doing this sort of thing. And Saturday you can catch the Royal Blue live here on the show. And our next big open house is on March 28th. We have Sassy Goose from Austin, Texas coming, being supported by Black Horse from Little Rock, Arkansas, and finally, main support from the Kenoshians, Scratch 45. $5, potluck. Bring a dish to pass, your own beverage to partake in. We are family friendly here.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah, we don't allow dicks. I mean, your penis may come if it's attached to, or
To a
part of
civilized human.
Don't be an asshole.
Be polite. We have rules here, and we're courteous and conscientious of the other people that we influence and are around. Even though my mouth might be foul, I actually do give a shit about the rest of you humans.
You know, it's ironic. Had we said schmuck, it would have come across just fine, even though that still means dick.
Right. Thanks.
It's a Jew word for dick. Jewish word, sorry. I didn't finish enunciating.
Mike's not
that.
allowed back anymore.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, man.
That's not what...
He's a schmuck. It's
Yeah.
cool. Full circle. So, tune in Thursday. We're going to be talking to Tazzy. And because a lot of you have sent us music, we're going to be playing new music. And then
Every Friday.
we're going to play new music Thursday, too, since we got a whole bunch from today. So,
Oh, round 2. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So, that's going to be the second half of our show. And
Sorry, I have
then
a bad
Saturday, you can, goddamn, just keep tuning in and paying attention. Click like, subscribe, make
Smash
sure.
that like button.
Yeah,
Smash
you
that like button!
smash that shit, and then it'll notify you every time we go live, and then it can be like, oh, these assholes are on. All right, I'm gonna see what's going on.
It's
It's
entertaining.
subscribe.
It's like Friday night TGIF when you wanted to watch Channel 7 and Full House was on, and then the late night things came out, and it was like, loo. You'd wake up Saturday morning to eat your breakfast and watch Saturday morning cartoons.
Giant bowl of cereal with a giant spoon for no fucking reason.
Then you got beat by it later because you were bad.
Yep.
Anyways, thank you for tuning in. We will catch you Thursday with Tazzy. That's 8 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern.
The Ocho.
Okay?
Thanks.
Bye.